It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments. Love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly as they get ready to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. This fielded at the 2. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
Let's go, let's go.
They go play action here on first down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it second down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him alive.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Demarcus Lawrence in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, Wentz. And that is incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 20.
46.
On 1st and 10, Prescott nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Well, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. How it's long distance now, let's go to that play.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Used to have a coach just tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Get out. Go 46. Switch. Hey, 47. Switch and hey. 26. Hustle. 26.
3rd and long for Prescott. And he fires one, but incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Returnable here from the 38. A field flipper there, a 47-yard punt coupled with a loss on the return. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Throwing now is Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Wentz
now on first down. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Taco Charlton in there to sack him for a loss of 6. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Wentz to throw on second down. Ertz has it left side. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. From the red zone now, Wentz. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Here's a 2nd and 5 now after the offsides penalty. Now Wentz throwing on second down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Elliott now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak. Got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Drops it underneath to Elliott. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make it third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go deep over the... And the defense loses it. It's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season opener opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. This is 1st and goal from about the 8.
Good. Here we go, 46. 46.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Looking to throw. Prescott. And that will be incomplete as well.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Shorty. Down the man inside, down the man.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. To throw, it's Wentz. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Prescott from the gun. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Go, get out there, get out there.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Flush to his right. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Now Wentz escaping the pressure right. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Go, Greg. Hey, stack. Lion.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he connects with Ertz. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. An Eagle first down there, Wentz to Ertz, and the names that end in TZ.
Let's go. Greg. Flag.
Wentz now on first down. And he's got the veteran here. It's Mike Wallace. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Greg 15.
Again, it's Wentz. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's second down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. A first down throw for Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. 2nd down, Prescott. And he finds Austin complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throw left side complete. It's Thompson. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Prescott on 1st down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Brandon Graham. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Prescott now on 2nd down. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. 3rd and short yardage, Prescott. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it, but there's nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Brandon Graham in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. That's complete. The former basketball star, Rico gathers. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on fourth. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Here we go, 46. Switch. Switch and 8. Here we go, 46. 26.
Throwing. Prescott. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Well, down 2 touchdowns already. I guess they felt they needed to go for it, but still early, still first half.
I think conventional wisdom says, look, as you pointed out, you got a whole half to play. Hang in there. Don't give up any more points in this situation. Do a little adjusting at the half and come out ready to go. But sometimes those coaches can just sense their team. Maybe they're a little flat or they need a little extra inspiration. And he decided to go for it there to try and kickstart things.
To throw his Wentz. Going up top. Oh, that was dangerous. Throw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
5-7.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. Throw right side taken in by Wallace. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now. Lion.
From midfield, here's Wentz. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted.